Hi friends, this is Chris with Josephine's Designs. I'm back today to share with you a really neat project that the resetgirl.com, the Reset Girl, Corey, is an amazing artist, entrepreneur, Christian, etc. woman. She has had amazing, any of you that see my Reset Girl planner, you know how much I love her work. I love the vintage themes, the retro that she does in her art and in her planner, in her journaling, all those different things. And so I'm excited. She has a new thing called the Happy Place Club. And it began in September. And as some of you know, we had a bit of a family emergency and tragedy, and so therefore we lost a family member, and I am just now getting to it. I saw my October one came in, and I wanted to go back and do some things in September because the theme is simplicity for September. So I went back, and these are just free emails that come with attachments that you download and print out. So you can do this in a regular notebook size. You can do this also. She sets us up for an A5 planner because I know right now she's doing some projects right now with A5 size planners, which her Carpe Diem Reset Girl is A5. And I do have that. I use it as my family planner. But she has gratitude journaling morning and night, and she has prompts. So you could literally print out X amount, 7 days a week, 5 days a week, however much you want to commit to this, 3 days a week. Or if it were me right now, because things are really crazy, there's 10 things you list that you're grateful for today. I may honestly just do 2 a day and, take a break on the weekends. Right now my life is pretty chaotic, so I'm not really exactly sure how I'm going to implement this. The Listers Got a List Club was, 1 list per month. So, and she's always been amazing. She's had pre-done stickers you could purchase, or she's given it to you for free in an email. So she really is amazing. The one thing I love about this, she is tying in her listing. Her Lister's Got a List, journaling, self-care, crafty. I love this. This really gets your motor running, and in many ways. So, and she did them, per week. And I really like that. That's a really new thing, and I really like this. So I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to implement it, but we're going to get started. She also has a gratitude log, and it's, write one thing you're grateful for. It looks like once a day in October. And honestly, when you're going through difficult times, that is the best thing you can do. You can be grateful. You need to record your gratitude, as well as, helping somebody else. When we feel sad, if we go and help somebody else, it gets our eyes off of ourselves. And I'm not going to say I'm perfect at that. In no way am I perfect at that. But, I know for us right now, we're really, really, really tired and worn. And we are literally having to make some very, very serious decisions right now. And we have a lot of responsibility in various ways, from work all the way through to personal care of a loved one. And so, taking our eyes off of what's going on in front of us and putting it on something else is such a great, it literally, scripture tells us to do that. Colossians 3:2, keep our mind on things above and not on the things of this earth. So when we look to God, it is easy to come up with a gratitude log. And I do that in my faith planner. I journal every day, and I just go back and I even thank God for the difficult things. And I record them because that's my life. That's the reality of where we are. So anyways, long story short, love this. She's done a great job. You can easily trim this out, put it in an A5 binder. And then lastly, this was a really neat project, just a jar full of gratitude. And today I'm thankful for, I'm grateful for, and you fill it out and, pop your paper in there. And all you have to do is print that out and then or print multiple copies. But anyway, so that's that. Okay, guys, that portion is there. And I'm sorry you'll hear my phone kind of ring every now and then. I have to have my phone. I have 2 phones beside me. One is for work and one is personal, and I just have a lot of irons in the fire for today. So I may have to step off and take a call, but we'll see. Hopefully not since I don't know how to edit and put it back together. So anyways, alright, so the book I'm going to use, I'm not going to use an A5. I am going to use this really fun Prima. I'm super excited to have it. Traveler's Notebook. I waited for this. It came in. I shared it in a haul, and I'm super, super excited to use it. It just makes me happy. I think it's the colors. I think it's the flowers. I think it's just the creativity. I mean, I can look at this and think of like 6 things I might want to do project-wise, and I don't know why that is, but it does kind of get my juices flowing. I also have additional inserts from Amy Tangerine. I love her. She is such a sweetheart. And I do want, this will hold 4 inserts, so I definitely want to divide these up. Like I want to do one for gratitude or my monthly listers, and then one, you know, I'll just share as I go through the different things I'm thinking of. So I love Corey's ideas. I love Amy's designs. I love Corey's designs, so it'll be fun. Some other basic things I put out that I may or may not use, some ephemera and stickers. This is for the Traveler's Journal. It's by Prima as well. I love all this. I also picked this, and again, you know, my Prima planner. That should be fun. As well as, oh, this is the same one. I can let that one go. Obviously, I liked it all. I liked it a lot. And then I also have this one. This is ephemera, and I love that. And, oh, hold on. Okay. And long story short, I may take bits and pieces of that, as well as Simple Stories Faith. And I love this because it has scripture reference on it. So, alright guys, yes, I did get a phone call. I may have to step off here in a minute, but let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to set these to the side right now. I'm not sure if I'm going to use them quite yet, but we're going to get started. I also have one of these inserts. It is from Freckled Fawn, and I wanted to see if it will fit. I hope it does. It looks like it might, so... And, yeah, it's going to fit. So, this was on clearance, probably scrapbook.com, I can't remember. But, I love it. It has the pretty pink hearts, and it will fit right in the Traveler's Notebook. Let me see here. Perfect. And so, let's get that set up. I can let that go. Alright. I hope you guys are having a really good day. I woke up not feeling well today, so... I'm hoping and praying it's going to be short-lived. I've been drinking my pink plexus. I've been doing all kinds of things. Okay, so you can see how that fits in. It has little notches on the bottom and the top. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to move this to the back. After I did that, I realized, maybe I don't want to do that way. The black one is nice, but I don't feel like I want black in here, and I love this one. So I'm going to use this one. And I'm going to take the black one out, and let me see what I can replace it with that would make me happy. And, ooh, you know, I like that one. And I really like that one. But I think I'm going to save that for a different one, a different journal. And I do love the pink, but I love the sunglasses. I think I'm going to go that way. I love photography, but I think I'm going to use these two in a different, actually these 3, possibly 4 in a different. I've got several Traveler's Notebooks I'm wanting to set up right now. So, okay. So I'm going to go ahead and take these out. I am going to put this in the back, and hopefully that'll be good. And then we'll kind of go from there. Yeah, there we go. Alrighty. There's that. And, okay, and that is for this. If you wonder what that little doodad is, that is for this portion that you wrap around. So, and I'm sure you guys all know this. You guys all have these, so I'm not doing anything new. There's nothing new under the sun here. Alright, so I'm going to start with these and decide what I want to do first. I'm going to start with, I think, this one. And actually, I think what I'm going to do here first is, let's see. I think I'm going to do my lister's going to list in here. Either that or I'm going to do gratitude. I think I'm going to do my gratitude journal in here. So I'm going to start this one in October. I'm going to be realistic. I'm going to do a real quick test real quick to see if these bleed through. If they do, I'll go with the gel ink. And actually, I'll go from the back to the front, and they do bleed. Okay, so thank you to my subscriber who said these bleed. You taught me to test. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yep, and these are just the simple, right here, these are simple gel pens. They're from Dollar General, and they were $1. So really, really amazing. What I want to do is, I've got some stickers, let me see here, that say thanks, and so I'm seeing it, it's across the way here. So I'll probably have to come back, and you'll see it at a different time. I don't think I want travel in this one, and that's really neat, but I don't think I do. And I like that one. I like the Made for Sunny Days. That'll be perfect for this one. So I think I'm going to wait and save this for this particular insert. And I think I'm going to put this away. I'm not going to use that. And I think for my gratitude log, this is the Prima. Let's see what these have in it. So, okay. You guys are with me. Thanks for bearing with me and being patient. I like to be happy, and I love all the flowers and the hearts and love. And okay, remember. I think I'm going to keep the remember, because I think I'm going to do remember thanks. So remember Thanksgiving, being grateful. I love the today. Kind of like that feather. So let's see here. I love, ooh, don't you wish you could have done that? Well, I like that today as well. Oh, and I love that. Okay. All right. Yes, I'm making a mess. Sorry, guys. Ooh, I love that. I love that. There's those. Me time, party. Love it. Okay, and love. Okay, so I'm going to keep some of those. I'm going to keep some of those. And I think I'm going to put all this back. You know, it really is just personal preference, what you like, what you don't want. There's no rhyme or reason why I'm picking. I'm just literally going through and grabbing things. So there was one more flower in there, but that's okay. I can slip that back in. And then, because I'm not home, I am going to see if I can't slip this back in. And nope, it's not going to let me. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold it. That way, every time I use this, I'll know, you know, if I want to reorder this or anything like that. You know, this is just something to remind me what this came from. Okay, so there's all those. And granted, I'm not going to use all those. I'm just going to use part of them. So, yes. And then I am going to grab this. This is the Faith one. I love this. This is by Simple Stories. As many of you know who follow me, I love Simple Stories. I am with you always. I love that. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Okay. I like Believe. Oh, that's so cute. The two little birdies. That's going to have to go for something else, but yes, I love those. He restores my soul. I love that. He knows them all by name. And that's John 3:16. I love that. I might keep that in there. I can do all things through Christ. Philippians 4:13. Who strengthens me is the rest of that verse. So, all right. And actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep that out. Rejoice in this word. Love that. I had some other ideas for prayer journals, but I think I'm going to do one of these as a prayer journal, and that'll take care of that. My whole heart gives thanks. That's Thanksgiving. I love that. That can come over here. Let's see. And I love, joy, faith, hope. I think I'm going to wait on those. Use that for another project. Believe, inspire, faith. Love that. There's a house with a heart. Love that. Trust God. Amen. Call unto me, and I will answer. Oh, yay. And that is going to go in my prayer. Love one another. I love that, but I'm going to save that. She's more precious than jewels. I love that. And actually, I'm going to put that in my prayer journal for the family member we're caring for. Let your light shine. Love that. Sunshine in my soul. Love that. And sun, it says S-U-N, but I would change that to S-O-N. Jesus is the anchor of my soul. Hebrews 6:19. I love that. I'm going to keep that out for different. The Lord is my strength and my song. That is my major thing I love, and I'm claiming right now for those of you who know. We are definitely going through, a time. My whole heart gives thanks. That's going to go. Okay, so all of these, He restores my soul. I'm going to get that one there, put that one there, and that can come over here. So, alright, so there we have some things to start with. Alright, so, my whole heart gives thanks. That's going to be there. I also pulled out some pretty, yeah, I love that, some pretty washi. So anybody who watches my channel, you know how much I love washi. And this washi is very inexpensive. It came from the Michael's Dollar Bin, and literally it was on sale. So I got a really good deal. It was a crazy good deal. So God does supply our needs even before we know we need it. So I was very thankful to have this. Yeah, oh, I love the roses on this. Isn't that pretty? So what I'm going to do is I want to show you guys, and I don't have a lot of time today, so I'm going to share with you guys how we can all go through this and still do these beautiful, encouraging, traveler's notebooks, and then we can, keep it affordable and it not take 5 hours to produce. I don't have 5 hours, as many of you know. And yes, these don't exactly match, but that's what makes it fun, right? You get to create it the way you want to create it. You know what? Let me see. I might have something in my faith ones that I like better. Hold on one sec. Sorry, kind of a last minute. Amazing Grace, Hope, Give Thanks. Okay, this is it. I love this. Give thanks. So, yep, I changed my mind. We women have that choice. So, oh, I love that. So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to kind of, yeah, because I want that give thanks to show, and yeah. So, whoops, sorry guys, left hand doesn't like to work very well some days, but we are here. We are going to make it work, right? If you guys haven't, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to change this. Sorry, guys. Oh, sorry. I apologize. Somebody got onto me one day for always saying a quick I'm sorry. And I realized that for some people that is not, we are not sorry. We apologize. And so this person was so good to encourage me in that, and I appreciate it. So, anyways, trying to remember that I need to just apologize. That's okay. I love Amazing Grace. I love Give Thanks. So, and I love Faith. I love all of this. This is so encouraging. When you are going through difficult times in your life, and we all have them, remember to do things like this. Find things that encourage you. I mean, please, 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 just know that we can want other people to encourage us, and that's okay, but it's not their job. And then there's people that you just call that are amazing, and they love you, and I'm the oldest in my family. Nobody calls me baby girl. Nobody calls me baby girl. And my sweet cousin, who I've been really struggling with some decisions I need to make, and that keeps coming up because I obviously kept pulling it up. Oops, I've got one that's open. Let me go with that one. Let's see if there's any glue left. Anyways, I'm just going to glue this down real quick. But I called her last night because I knew she's made some of the decisions I've made. And so I was just like, I need a sounding board. I need somebody to, give me advice, and and she was great. She was like, you don't need me. You know, she was just super encouraging. And this does not have any glue, so we're going to let that one go. But she was just like, you know, you've got this. I know you've got this. And, you know, and in many ways she was right. There were things that I knew that were the decisions I had to make. But it was nice for her to be, she didn't have a vested interest. And so I was able to call her and say, you know, tell me what you did. Tell me how you made your decisions, please. And she was like, of course, you know, and in, you know, just calling her and her saying, hey, baby girl. And I was just like, nobody calls me that. You know, I'm the oldest. Nobody ever calls me that. And it was just a, you know, and for some of you may think, well, that's terrible. Well, it's just a term of endearment that, you know, down here. And so, anyways, those aren't exactly straight, but I don't care. I'm happy with it. I am going to use I could have used my tape runner on that, but anyway, so I just called her and asked her opinion on some things, and she was just great at being a sounding board and being a reality check, and, you know, and telling me, you need to recognize that individual, blah, 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 you know, you make the decisions, that is your job, and, you know, you're kind of darned if you do, darned if you don't, because, you know, everybody has their input. And what I really realized in all of this is, you know, God gives us these amazing people in our life. They're the people you don't think that you're going to reach out to, because, you know, like she and I, you know, we keep up with each other kind of distantly, but in all of this, she's been a real rock. And, you know, and anyways, long story short, my husband really likes her and her husband, and we really respect them. You know, they've done everything what we would consider the right way. It's different than what we would do, and there's nothing wrong with that. But the attitude of their heart is so good and so loving and so kind. And, yeah. So it was so great to call her and get her advice, and just, you know, her finally just say, you know, you need to do the best for her. And that was my whole intent, and that has been my whole intent. So God gives us these amazing people in our lives. Okay, so how many minutes was that? This isn't too many minutes. Probably took me maybe 5-6 minutes, less all the chatter. It's washi and a pre-cut, pre-stamped Faith ephemera piece. Absolutely, that floats my boat. This is my gratitude notebook, or my Thanksgiving, my Thanksgiving. So, so now you're thinking, well, you opened up all that other stuff. What are you going to do with it? I'm not sure yet, but I am going to decorate this a wee bit. I want some flowers, I think. Maybe, no, don't want that one, but I do like that one. And you know, I've got to have me some rose gold. You know, and I know that's going to happen. So I'm going to put that up there. And I'm not going to use that because I know how it would use that. Let me see. I do love that. I am going to do that. And I'm not going to use that. And I will save those for later. And, yep, I love it. So that may be over here on the other side. And with those flowers. And anyways, to make a very long story short in all of this, I'm learning a lot right now. I'm learning patience. I'm learning a huge level of forgiveness. Not that I have not forgiven before, I have. But we also have to be wise. And you can't just willy-nilly forgive. You have to start thinking through, you know, if I just quickly forgive and then I don't learn the lesson, then what does that mean? So anyways, and I love that, be happy. And remember, you have to learn the lessons that God has for you. And that is a really important thing for me right now. And I know that not everybody has that same perspective, and not everybody has that same mindset. And yes, you forgive. I totally agree with that. And then here are some, I love these. These are some they have adhesive on the back. And I actually may go pink. Let me see here. I love all these. Anyways, so, because I have someone who always says, you need to just forgive. And I appreciate that. I don't mean to make it sound like that, but that's sometimes how it sounds. And, the Bible tells us, of course we forgive. We forgive 70 times 7. It's an endless forgiveness. But the Bible also tells us we need to walk with wise men. And forgiveness doesn't mean turning around and, just cold turkey trusting everybody just because. And not everybody, has the right reasons they make the statements that they make. They may have a personal agenda. And so being the person that has to make those decisions, you have to think that through. What is their motivation? What is? And, and you hate to be that way, but you have to be wise. And that's why I always go back to Proverbs when it says walk with wise men in the first 10 to 15, chapters. And God has it there for a reason. We seek counsel from those who are wise and have been there before us. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that is the blessing of having these wonderful people in our lives. And, I like that one, but I don't know that I want to use that one. Anyway, so long story short, this amazing, wonderful family member who dropped everything to talk with me, that has been, encouraging me for a while now, just did a wonderful, beautiful thing. And, didn't make any decision for me, didn't force me into any decision, didn't tell me what I was to do. Because, I got to tell you, everybody tries to tell you what you're supposed to do. Bless their hearts, but they do. And she just loved me. She loved me. She loved the family member that I have to make the decisions for. She was just trying to help me understand that, there is a plan, there are resources or things I can do, and I need to not feel badly about any decisions, and you can't make everybody happy. As I sit here and put be happy. So, but you can't make everybody happy, and you have to do the best for, all that are involved. And that has been it's been my overriding, I think that one's out, my overriding drive is to make sure that, I check with everyone, I honor everyone. And she finally said that's enough. You were put in this position because you are a decision maker. You are the one that was trusted to do the right thing, and it's time. And yes, you can take input from people, but, and I said, yeah, the buck stops here, and whether it's good or bad. And she said, exactly. And, and I said, yeah, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. So anyways, but God does put these amazing people in our lives to encourage us and to bless us. And sometimes it's people that you expect, and sometimes it's people that you wouldn't think in a million years. You just, because, life has you busy in your life, life has them busy in their life, and then the Lord brings these people back into our lives, and it's just a beautiful testimony of His provision and love for us. So, needless to say, you and I both know who's going to be on my thankful page for yesterday. And I am thankful. I'm very, very thankful. I know that God supplies all of our needs, and He knows them before we even know them. He knew them before we were even in the womb, what was going to happen. And isn't it great to have a God who not only gets what we need, but already provides what we need. And that is a major, I keep getting it all over. I really need my craft mat over here, but we're going to make this work. But provides it before we even know. And so, before we can even think that we need that. So, yeah, I'm so, so thankful. And I do love that there. I'm trying to decide if I really want to use that there, and I do.